You know, there's always something going on in Greeneville, from historical sites to the performing arts. Greeneville truly has something for everyone. And here with all that is going on in Greeneville over the next year is Tammy Kinzer. Tammy, thanks for coming up today.
Chris, thank you for having me up.
I was actually in Greeneville just yesterday.
Were you?
Yes.
You didn't come by and see me?
I did not come by and see you. I had a little mechanical issue, and I have a mechanic down there that I like, so I dropped a vehicle off down there yesterday. But I love going to Greeneville, and you know, past the Davy Crockett birthplace on the way down there, and that's just the beginning of when you come out of Washington County. There's a lot going on down in Greene County, Greeneville.
There is, and you know, I thought about tying this in with daytime Tri-Cities, tying it in with day trips.
Right.
And it is about taking the day trip. Not everyone has 2 or 3 days or a week with their kids or their loved ones to take off and take an awesome trip.
Right.
So geographically, Greeneville is located within a day's drive of 70% of the United States. And I know everybody is going to be Googling that just to make sure that's correct, but that's what we've always said. But, you know, jump in a car, drive an hour, 30 minutes, or 8 hours, and come to Greeneville. I mean, we have, like you said, everything from historic sites, David Crockett Birthplace State Park, which is awesome with the museum, and right there on the Nolichucky, you know, go right in and do some kayaking.
Plenty of camping,
canoeing,
whatever you want to do.
Definitely. The campground up there is amazing. And then if you drive right down into Greeneville, how many cities actually have a National Park Service right in the heart of downtown? And it's not going to move, hopefully. It will always be there. So it's a great town just to come and visit, spend the day. Of course, we'd love for you to spend the night, but those day trips are very popular right now.
And we're going to show some of the different sites around Greeneville. Right now, we're going to start with the Tusculum Arch. I mean, it's a very historical part of Greeneville, Greene County.
It is. It's the oldest college west of the Allegheny Mountains, and it's absolutely beautiful. And of course, not only is it first-class education, you know, with a brand new Means Center, with the Math and Science Center there, but it's also home to Pioneer Park. Speaking of upcoming events, we've got the National Junior College Athletic Association's D3 World Series coming up in May, so we're really excited. This is our 2nd year.
I know there'll be a lot of folks in town for that. And we also, you know, President Andrew Johnson. I mean, you were talking about the federal area right there in downtown. Everything you need to know about our 17th president. It
is. We've got what we call the 4 corners of Andrew Johnson. There you see the statue right there on one corner. Then directly across is his Taylor Shopper Museum. Go in and vote, guilty or not guilty, for the impeachment. You can watch the 13-minute video, which is amazing. It tells the life and story of Andrew Johnson. And then on the other corner, his early home. And then right directly across on the other side is his replica of his birthplace from Raleigh, North Carolina.
And we got the Dixon Williams Mansion as well.
Yes, Showplace of East Tennessee. Absolutely gorgeous. Right up behind the General Morgan Inn and Conference Center. So it's a beautiful view. If you go up on the terrace of the General Morgan Inn, you can look right into the Dixon Williams Mansion.
Yeah, I've seen that. And you're part of the Quilt Trail as well.
Yes, and we actually have a downtown quilt trail. And we just unveiled the 20th. So we have 20 quilt squares, that's hard to say, right in the heart of downtown. So come on down and you can follow. We do have a little pamphlet that you can come by the chamber and pick up. And there's a little placard underneath each quilt, sort of tells the story. Right.
And of course, you go into Greeneville, one of the buildings that just jumps out at you is the courthouse down there.
Yes. The only courthouse that pays tribute to both Union and Confederate soldiers. And of course, it's absolutely beautiful. We've got, of course, the statue of Elbert Kinzer, you know, a lot of things named after him, Kinzer Park, Kinzer Bridge, so on and so forth in Greeneville. And so that's a beautiful courthouse just to visit. And of course, that's right there on the corner is where we have the Christmas
tree. And you know, we mentioned it earlier, but the David Crockett birthplace. I mean, we know exactly where David Crockett was born. Right there at the corner of the Nolichucky River and Limestone Creek, right there in Greene County.
Exactly, and it's a beautiful place. We have a new ranger out there. She's doing a great job. You know, renovations of the museum, like we talked about before, the campsite, and river access, and that's huge. And you also have, you know, we were mentioning the performing arts. We're wrapping things up here, but the Niswonger Performing Arts Center there has just released their lineup for the entire year, and it's chock full of great entertainment. It really is. We are so blessed to have the Niswonger Performing Arts Center right in the heart of downtown, and that is one of the sites that we pick whenever we're doing site visits for big conferences or sporting events, because it's so neat to see those jaws drop whenever they see an amazing facility like that right in a small community. But they do have a great new lineup. Just coming up next is Tracy Lawrence on January 27th. I think there's only a few
big
tickets
country
left.
Music name.
Huge, huge.
Yeah.
And along on Cultural Arts and Entertainment, we also have the Capitol Theater, which is up and running and doing an amazing job there. So it seems like there's something every weekend, if not 2 or 3 things every weekend. So hop on, visit GreenevilleTN.com and go on events, and you can see just a summarization of some of the great things going on.
We got that website right there at the bottom screen. Tanny Kinzer, thank you.
Thank you.
We could spend 2 hours talking about everything going on.
I brought donuts, so
all right, we got food plenty. All right, Tammy, thank you so much. It is Greeneville, Greene County. Get down there and take a day trip today.